Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby, Koay, joined by ACHARA, KIRK.
What's up?
We're looking at the Mandalorian pitch meeting. It feels like this was long overdue, but I'm glad he's finally come around to doing it. I know that Ryan George is more preferential to movies than to TV shows because TV shows are a larger commitment.
Yeah, much more work.
But yeah, anyway, I'm very excited to see what he has to say about this one. You guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. While you're subscribing and upvoting, subscribe to Pitch Meeting, the YouTube channel. There's a link in the description below if you want to click on that, give it the original an upvote, and subscribe to them from there. Here we go.
So, you have a new Star Wars show for me? Yes, sir, I do. So we're gonna follow Mando, right? Mando, huh? That's what I call my love handles. Well, please stop doing that, sir, because Mando's short for Mandalorian, and he's this badass Mandalorian bounty hunter. Oh, very cool. Yeah, and this client sends him after this target that he wants alive or dead, but this target turns out to be a very valuable merchandising opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out it's a Baby Yoda. Wait, a Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what was that? What happened? Your eyes, they had it was like dollar signs in them. What do you mean? There were dollar signs in your eyes. Like where my pupils are? Like in front of them, I think. If it was in front of there was dollar signs. That's not possible. That's what it was.
God.
I mean, you heard that cha-ching noise, right? That wasn't just me? I did. Did it hurt? I mean, it was uncomfortable for sure. Am I dying? I don't know. Can you hold on for a second, please? I guess, yeah, okay. What do you mean by dollar signs? In my eyes, it made like a cash register noise. That's not possible medically. It happened. You know, Mr. Producer Guy, it's not uncommon for people to create imaginary scenarios to deal with overwhelming
so many
information.
jackets.
It wasn't imaginary. I have a witness. And this witness, you trust them and their ability to see? I mean, he has glasses, but it happened. I was working outside and I remember a pretty woman walking past. And I'm told that my eyes just kind of shot out of my head and my jaw dropped.
This is such a Red Letter Media thing. This is such a Red Letter Media troll. Like, because Red Letter Media did this years ago. I don't remember which movie review it was, but they did a movie review for something, and I was watching, and usually I skip past, like, the goofy bits just to get to their review. And then I realized on the video I was watching, the entire thing was the goofy bit. It was like 30 minutes of nonsense. And then at the very last 2 minutes, they actually talked about the movie, and then it wrapped up. So I hope that's not what he's doing here, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
In a way that should have dislocated it. Wow. And I made this awooga sound as if I was some kind of horn, and for the longest time I felt insane, and I've been working on myself, and I'm starting to accept that maybe that's something my body does when I see a pretty woman, you know, and maybe that's okay. You know, that's so true, and I want to thank you for sharing that with the group. Mr. Producer Guy, would you like to share your story with us? Yeah, hi, my name is Producer Guy, and I heard about, I guess, a merchandising opportunity that would make me just a ridiculous sum of money, and my eyes just kind of behaved like a cash register, and I don't know what to do with that. You know, I feel like I'm going crazy. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, if I may, it sounds like maybe you just really like money. Huh. Yeah, I guess I do. And you know, maybe sometimes that manifests itself physically, and maybe that's okay. Huh. Yeah. You know what? That is okay, isn't it? Yeah. It is. I have to go. Go on, get out of here. All right, I'm back. Oh, good. Yeah, I went on a little journey of self-discovery. Turns out I'm okay with the fact that I love money. Great character growth, sir, although I'm pretty sure we already knew that about you. Yeah. I've been standing here for 3 days waiting for you to come back. Amazing. Used your garbage can as a bathroom. Oh, using my garbage bin as a bathroom is tight. So what else happens in the show? Right, okay, so Mando is with this droid who wants to kill Baby Yoda, because he's like, listen, the bounty order were quite clear. I thought it was to bring him back dead or alive. God, I don't know anymore. You've been gone for days. Okay, sorry. Jeez. So anyway, Mando kills the droid and saves Baby Yoda, and so throughout the show, he's gonna become kind of a father figure. Very adorable. So Mando goes to a planet, right? Because he's gotta get a thing, but he's gotta make a deal with some individuals in order to get it and help them face some threat they're facing. Okay. So then he's gonna do that and get slightly betrayed or attacked, but it's gonna work out in the end, and he's gonna get the the thing he needs, and Baby Yoda's gonna do cute stuff the whole time.
Yeah,
I like
he
the
is.
sound of that.
Right? So times 8.
Times 8?
Yeah, times 8, or well, for 2 seasons it'd be times 16.
What are you talking about?
The formula, sir, that's the show. Pretty much every episode, just so many side quests.
Oh, so what do you think? Well, I mean, that sounds good. Could I get more details, though?
I guess, if you really need them.
What kind of enemies are they gonna go up against?
Oh, a whole bunch of enemies. Mando's gonna get shot at a lot.
Uh-oh.
But pretty much by stormtroopers who don't know how to aim. And when he does get hit, well, his armor makes him pretty much invincible.
Oh, not a whole lot of serious threats then.
Guess not, but at the end of the first season, we're gonna meet this big bad guy, Moff Gideon, and he really wants Baby Yoda because he has Jedi powers.
Oh yeah? How are we gonna meet him?
Well, see, Mando's in a building talking to that client that had hired him to kill Baby Yoda and a bunch of stormtroopers.
Okay.
And then out of nowhere, Moff Gideon's gonna have his men open fire and kill his own men and trap Mando inside this building.
Why?
Well, because he's given them till sundown to surrender.
If Moff Gideon already had men inside with Mando, why did he kill those men and then give the good guys time to plan an
Oh
escape?
my
Because the
God.
good guys need time to figure out an escape plan or the show is over.
That makes sense.
Anyway, so then there's gonna be a big fight and Mando's gonna get so hurt, he's gonna have to take his helmet off.
Oh, is that a problem?
Yeah, because see, he's not allowed to take his helmet off in front of another living thing. That's part of his creed.
Oh, with arms wide open.
What? That's my creed. Obviously not relevant to what I was talking about.
Hold on. That just caught me off guard. I need a second.
I feel like people of a certain generation are not going to understand that reference, but oh my God, what an epic song. Creed, man, Creed.
Creed is not the one that sang Hero for the Spider-Man movie, right?
I don't know. I don't believe so. That's
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Well, they sound the same to me.
Nipple,
What's the difference between Nickelback and Creed?
Nippleback.
What's the difference between them? I mean, they sound the same, don't they?
I mean, from a similar era, but Creed sang, "With arms wide open."
But they're the same era.
Yeah,
Sorry.
same kind of rock vibe.
That's part of his creed.
Oh, with arms wide open.
What?
That's my creed.
Obviously not relevant to what I was talking about. So he's gonna take his helmet off in front of this reprogrammed droid that he had killed, but he doesn't like droids.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a big learning point for him, you know? It's okay to fully put your faith in artificial intelligence.
Our Disney Plus algorithm has been suggesting we start pushing that kind of message.
Right.
Kind of aggressively now that I think about it.
Nothing to worry about there, sir. So Mando's eventually gonna learn that he needs to bring Baby Yoda to a Jedi so it can be trained.
Okay.
So in the second season, he's gonna try to find one and do every single side quest he can along the way.
Like what?
Oh, well, for example, he's gonna meet this marshal that's wearing Mandalorian armor, so he wants to get it back.
Right.
So he strikes a deal where if he helps this guy kill this big monster that's bugging the town, he'll give him the armor back.
Very exciting.
But then at the end of the episode, we're gonna see Boba Fett watching them. Turns out it's his armor.
He's from the other thing.
He sure is, sir.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so he's gonna follow Mando around because he wants to confront him and get his armor back.
Wouldn't it have been easier for him to get it off of that martial guy instead of a Mandalorian warrior?
Hey, shut up, and Mando's also gonna meet some characters from the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels.
Oh boy, what are they gonna do?
Same thing as Boba Fett, sir. Show off some cool action scenes and promote their own Disney Plus shows.
I like the way you think. Thanks, sir.
So at another point, Mando wants to get some plans to locate Moff Gideon's cruiser, and he's got to team up with this ex-Imperial Mayfeld.
And what kind of creature is he?
He's a Bostonian.
Oh, I love science fiction.
So they're the only two that can go to this terminal, because everybody else in their squad is on the bad guy's radar, and this machine scans your face.
It scans your face?
Yeah, so Mando's got to take his helmet off, which is a pretty big deal, and it scans his face, and he gets the coordinates.
Wait, was that machine just checking to see if he had a face?
Yeah, you know, I guess to make sure he's not a robot or like a known enemy.
So as long as you have a face and you're not a known enemy, you can access the bad guy information. That's what we're going with.
So eventually there's gonna be this big showdown against Moff Gideon, and he has these crazy droids called Dark Troopers.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and these things are nuts. I mean, Mando struggled to survive against one of them, and then there's a bunch of them that they're about to come face to face with.
Sounds like it's gonna be hard to get out of that situation.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because see, frickin' Luke Skywalker is gonna show up and destroy them all. He's from all of it. He sure is, sir.
Amazing. I was starting to get concerned that the Star Wars project wasn't going to be about the Skywalkers in some way. Well, it is, sir. And then there's going to be a very sad moment because Mando's got to leave Baby Yoda to go be trained by Luke. Well, that is sad. But the important thing is I'm going to make so much money off Baby Yoda merch.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk to you about that. I thought it might be nice if we could hold off on creating Baby Yoda merch just for a while, just to make sure there aren't any leaks and the fans can really be surprised in the pilot.
What? But money.
But a cool and surprising experience for the fans.
But my money.
But the experience.
This goes against everything in my nature, but okay.
Hey, there's some character growth, sir.
Oh.
What? Wow.
Wow. I don't know, Disney. I've bought so much Baby Yoda merch. It's ridiculous. I literally just bought a new Baby Yoda mug like a couple days ago. I can't help myself.
Is it at all possible that Disney didn't know that Baby Yoda would take off quite like it did? Is that remotely possible?
No. No.
Why wouldn't they have that installed? Like, why wouldn't they have that set up, ready to go? That seems odd to me. Unless they were like deliberately holding back to let people be surprised, like he was indicating there.
Yeah.
But then it seems like as soon as that fad took off, as soon as the excitement took off, like there should have been drop after drop after drop. But I mean, it really felt like a merchandising bait of some kind, you know, where like as soon as you see Baby Yoda, like, oh, that's perfect for like merchandise and whatnot. And there have been so much like T-shirts and toys and cups and all these things that people can get.
Jewelry even. I bought a Baby Yoda makeup palette.
I wanted to talk about something that Ryan George said there that's been on my mind for a little bit, and I haven't figured out a way to properly articulate it or express it. Maybe there's a reason why he waited on doing this pitch meeting because of his feelings about it. I feel like if this came out right when season 2 ended, this might have gotten dislikes more than likes, or at least it would have gotten a fair number of dislikes because some of what he's saying, it's okay when the show has been done for a bit.
Especially since we've had like a whole other show in between and we haven't had season 3 yet.
What he was hinting at is commercialism, right? Where each show basically just feels like a commercial. And people have been sort of feeling this with some of the Marvel films. But with the Marvel films, you get a proper movie. And then there's like an ad for the next thing. You have characters that show up in the Marvel films and then they have their own stories.
Yeah.
Which is fine because it really does feel like with the films, you are getting a proper film generally speaking. Whereas with the shows, it almost feels like a commercial sometimes. It's like 6 episodes, really. I mean, Mandalorian was 8 episodes. That's long compared to everything else that Disney Plus has been putting out. Everything else is 6 episodes. And sometimes at the end of it, I have this like dissatisfied feeling of like, I didn't quite get enough of a story here. I didn't get quite enough of a show here. And maybe it's because I grew up with like shows that were like 24 episodes long. Whereas with the Disney Plus stuff, it's like at the end of this thing, I'm always like I didn't quite, it's almost like you ate like one sushi roll. You know, it's like it's tasty, but I still feel hungry.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see what he's saying in this video about, you know, like in season 2 especially, where we got to meet a lot of new characters and then come to find out like, oh, Ahsoka's gonna get her own show and, you know, this, that, and the other.
And Boba Fett.
And Boba Fett and all of that. And so it's like, okay, yeah, I see what you're doing here. But overall, I still really, really enjoyed this show. And like literally everyone I speak to about this show loves it. You know, even the most casual Star Wars fan loves this show. And I think it's just really great. I would go so far as to say it's my favorite Star Wars show to date.
You know, you look at Boba Fett, 2 of his episodes weren't even for him.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's funny because I was literally just talking to your sister the other day, and your mom is watching Boba Fett right now. She's catching up on it. And she was kind of like a little bored in the beginning, apparently. And so she just asked your sister, when do Mando and Baby Yoda come back? Can I just skip forward to that episode?
Yeah. You could actually, and you probably wouldn't be lost. I would love to know from you guys in the comments below how you feel, if what I'm saying resonates with you at all, or if it sounds completely absurd to you. I'm having to teach myself that what I'm watching is just candy. It's frustrating because I want more from it. It's like the advertisement gives me the expectation of more.
You can't expect candy to be broccoli, okay?
Am I the only one that feels that way? I would love to know from you guys. That doesn't resonate with you at all. You feel like going from the trailer to the show, you get way more, and it's so satisfying.
No, not always. Not always. There's definitely been certain shows that I've been very satisfied with, and then actually more recently, some that I'm like, could have done more there.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more.
I think the happiest I've been, ironically, because so many people were taking a shit on it, was the first episode of Miss Marvel. That's the happiest I've been with Disney Plus in a while. I was just like, wow, this is really good.
It was really
It makes me sad that so many people are not liking it, but what are you going to do? So,
it's politics.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.